It's like the reigning champs are right here in Michigan, and nobody is predicting them to win again. And I think it's because you got a lot of new faces. Mm-hmm. One of those new faces is defense coordinator, and he looks just as good as he has looked for the last 30 years. If anybody's wondering if the Michigan Air has changed the way Wink looks, exact same. The exact same looking human from the last 20 years of dominating the NFL. And then Sherome Moore, and I'm gonna put him in the hot seat and ask him the question. There was a report yesterday. This dude's operating without a contract. I don't know if that's real or not, but you're talking about like loving Michigan. Like this place, people buy in for real up here. AJ, you know that as a Buckeye.
Oh yeah, I mean they are absolutely diehard. I respect the passion they have. That is crazy to think if he's really coaching without a contract.
I don't know. We'll find out right now.
Handshake deal, huh?
Come on in.
A Michigan man.
He's a Michigan man.
Trust the brand.
Ladies and gentlemen, NFL defensive icon. He's stepping on his microphone and his ears.
All tangled up, got the belt, everything.
You can put that up there if you want.
Right, boss.
And then Coach Sherome Moore, national champion, obviously. They're clapping for you back there. They're clapping for you. Boys, they will certainly have questions for you, but I am going to, Jesus, Wink, you've been around. I mean, you got that microphone.
Said, hand the mic to Pat.
You got to talk into the mic.
I'm just telling you what they told me.
Okay. Hey, great to see you.
Great seeing you.
How are you doing, dude?
Awesome.
Okay, if you can get in the microphone.
Okay.
Jeez, I can't hear you, Wink. This is a tight set.
That is.
Yeah. Look good, though.
Yeah.
Looks great, boys.
Yeah.
Beautiful background, right?
Yeah,
Beautiful background.
All right, we'll start with you, Coach.
Yeah.
National champion.
Yep.
There was a report just yesterday, and I hate to just bring automatic drama into this conversation because good vibes, especially getting to know you over the last couple. You're a dude, a legend. Is that report about the contract thing real? And how should we be taking that report and talking about that?
I'm committed to Michigan. They're committed to me. I am getting paid, and I'm under contract. So we're in a good place.
Okay. Journalistic standards. That's good news. We figured that whole thing out. Last year, after you were the first interim coach, obviously saw you get very emotional. You love this place. You very much love this place. Now you're the head guy. What has it been like as the head coach since getting the reins full time? And how do you feel about the boys this year?
It's been great. I love my team. I love our coaches. Everybody's had a lot of fun, and we're going to try every way to get better every day. So we're excited for this great opportunity in this great stadium tomorrow, and we're going to have some fun.
Okay, so obviously quarterback situation was a big conversation going into week one. It remains, it continues. You feel like that's just going to be a story throughout the year because you don't have like J.J. McCarthy here as your number one guy?
Yeah, I mean, I think when you lose a guy like J.J., that's always going to be a story, but we feel really good about the guys in our room. Had a really good week of preparation, so excited for tomorrow.
Okay, let's move to the defensive side of the ball. For those that don't know, this human right here is like the reason why defenses are awesome. Like the reason, the hybrid, amoeba, everything that has ever come out of the Baltimore Ravens world is through the brain of this particular man. You're back. Did you coach in college before you were in the NFL?
Uh-huh.
Is it okay? So you started out as a college guy, go to the NFL, back in college. How has it been? Have you been enjoying the process?
Loving it.
Yeah?
Loving the whole thing. It's been a lot of fun.
Allegedly, a quote was, you told the boys that you're the OG of this system. Is that true?
Allegedly. I think that I was referring to old grandpa.
Coaching college kids versus NFL guys. Is there a difference at Michigan? And what have you kind of realized here early?
I think that the difference that jumps out at you, there's two things that jumped out to me, and I was just talking to my wife about it. The maturity of the players, obviously. You got kids here, some kids are 18 years old, all right, and that gives me flashbacks to when I coached college and when I taught high school. But as far as the players, the ones you say, oh, he can play, they can play.
Well, I think that's the Michigan difference, right?
That's right.
Everybody's talking about you guys losing a bunch of people, but it feels like Michigan, and this was a conversation Herb Street had about Ohio State. He was like, when has Ohio State ever lacked talent? Like, same conversation about Michigan, obviously. Yeah. You guys lose every 13 guys?
Yeah, 13 guys got drafted.
13 guys to the NFL, 18 to the NFL, 13 guys get drafted. Reloaded, feel good about the team and like new faces and names coming in?
The best part about it, you look at the O-line, there's only one guy that's a redshirt freshman that's starting. Everybody else are juniors or seniors. So it's guys that, necessarily they weren't the starters last year or weren't full-time starters, but they've all played a lot of football, got a lot of experience, and all the guys that are playing have had an opportunity last year to go play. Okay, and before the boys have their questions for you, Wink, I talked about how you being added to this team is such a weapon because you're going to be taking on college offensive coordinators. I know you're only one game in, but from watching film, do you feel like you have quite an advantage taking on all the NFL's greatest offense coordinators for decades and then coming in to college ball now?
Well, like I always say, I think it's all relative. I do, to answer your question, first of all, yeah, I feel pretty good about it. But like Sark, he was in the NFL, and you see a different flux. Like looking at this offense this weekend, there's a Alabama run game to him with a Dolphins motion passing game to him. So you can see who he's been visiting with and who he's talked to, and he's from the Shanahan tree, so you see that as well.
Okay, so that's what we're expecting over here. AJ Hawk, Ohio State president, has a question for you boys.
Yeah, Coach Sherome, I just want to know, like, obviously a huge game against Texas tomorrow. Like, what an unbelievable opportunity this is for you guys and your team, I would imagine, early on in the season to kind of jump out there and show everybody that you guys aren't going anywhere. Like, is that the message to your team, and how are you guys approaching this one?
Yeah, we're approaching like a big game. We know it's a great opponent. We're excited about the atmosphere, but any big game that we've had, that we've been involved in, especially over the last 3 years, it's all about our preparation and what we've done to get here. So, we've had a great week of practice and excited for tomorrow.
What's your message? How many times do you talk to the team each week, and how many times do you talk to them before tomorrow's game?
We have a team meeting at the beginning of the week. I try not to have meetings every single day. I think that can kind of get monotonous, so let them hear from the position coaches, let them hear from the coordinators. And then I'll have a message for them tonight, which will be for our ears only.
No. And, we need cameras in there. We need that shit streamed.
It'll get real. So I have a message for our team that I want them to hear from me. But we'll just be ready to go.
How about you?
This is him saying, Link, don't say shit. that's what I got for that.
Tone Diggs has a question for you. Massive Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
Coach Wink, yes, I am, which I respect the Ravens organization more than any other besides the Steelers. But how was it?
I love Mike Tomlin.
As we all do, Coach,
yeah.
he's the best. But how was it, going back to college, but automatically you have Will Johnson and Mason Graham, who are both projected to be top 5 picks on the defensive side of the ball. Like, how is it just going back and be like, oh, these guys are basically already pro-ready and dominant at the college level?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of fun, and it's okay.
No, I can hear you. Yeah, AJ, you just talked to me and Wink.
Okay,
There we go.
I want to talk to Ty anyway. No, but it's been a lot of fun for us, and it's all relative. It's football's football. I mean, you coach in big games in the NFL, and then you come out here and there's 111,000 people, and everybody that you want to ever be around here this weekend, and it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Ty has a question for you.
Yeah,
Go, Ty.
Yeah, Coach Martindale, I guess I'm going to do this as Lou Holtz because I know and I've been told that you have one of the best Lou Holtz impressions of all time. So I'd first and foremost just like to say that, listen, it's been a long time, Coach, since I was picking you up from the airport. You had those hot chicken sandwiches ready for me. But I will also say that I'm rolling over in my grave as a Notre Dame guy, knowing that you're, back at Michigan, one of our most hated rivals. But I'm curious. I mean, obviously, I was in the NFL, had my stint with the Jets. I basically quit about 12 games into the season, couldn't handle it. It was a little tougher than I expected. I'm curious, when you got back to Michigan, after having coached in the NFL so long, did you have to simplify your scheme at all for the younger guys? Or, being at Michigan with these elite athletes, did you realize, hey, these boys can pick things up pretty quickly and they can play right away? I don't need to simplify nothing.
That's really good.
I tell you what, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, I did it too, Lou Holtz.
And I would not be anywhere without Coach Holtz. And I tell your ass something. All right, that was a pretty damn ass good. That was pretty damn good impression. It's been great because of the culture that's here already established. That's been here, and it obviously I had a leg up on it because I worked for, Coach Jack down at Western Kentucky where we won a national championship, and then obviously with John for 10 years when we all met back in '96. So it's. I had an idea of the culture, and then as I've told everybody, Sherome and I started talking on the phone from two friends that connected us, and it was a conversation where I wasn't offered anything. In the first hour, I hang up the phone, and I looked over at my wife. We were down in Florida, which you told everybody where.
Yeah, that's on me. That's on me. Journalistic standards.
And I said, I want to work with this guy for the same reason. you just said earlier when talking to him.
Yeah.
He's a real dude. He's a guy.
Yeah.
And the thing that jumps out to me is that he wants to elevate everyone, coaches, players, especially the players. You ask how many times you talk to the team. He talks to the team meeting like he said earlier, but he's always talking to the team. By position groups, on the field. He'll come and sit in meetings. And the thing that you can see if you have experience, how the kids react to him when he's in the room and when he's around them, and I think it's pretty cool.
Coach, obviously everybody has massive respect for you that has met you. Everything that happened last year was such an awesome. Hey, I watched that documentary too. Did you watch the documentary?
No, I didn't.
You should know you guys come out looking, I think, better on the other side of that.
For sure.
I don't know what that documentary was supposed to do, but for me as a person, it was like, okay, first of all, guy's a weapon. Second of all, there is a chance that he was. Anyways, you guys look good on the other side of that. You talked about coaching trees right there. Yours obviously going to be linked to Coach Harbaugh forever.
Yep.
Have you talked to him much leading into the season with the season starting, and how is that conversation going?
Yeah, I mean, I talk to him during training camp probably every week. I try to talk to him once a week. I know he's got his own thing going on, but he always offers tips and things, and asks me questions what I need, and always says he's available. So talked to him right before the last game because obviously he couldn't be there, but he was super stoked that his dad could be there and his mom. So, but I always catch tidbits from Coach Harbaugh.
Yeah, and I assume that the football community, the coaching community, everybody wants to help. Unless you're playing against their team, you got Texas tomorrow here.
Yep.
Okay. Doppler told me it was supposed to rain today. It is not. I got sunburned early in the first hour. Wink, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know what the weather's going to be. I have no idea what to expect tomorrow. But what do you think it comes down to tomorrow? And what are you telling the team? Like, hey, this is the shit that's going to decide this game.
It's going to come down to time of possession. It's going to come down to the line of scrimmage, who's going to be more physical, and playing penalty-free football and really securing the football. We got to get them and we got to keep the football.
I don't know if you know this, but in the NFL, they're attacking those tackles. Right? Did you see that last night? Elite. As an offensive line guy, that's going to come into college too. So make sure your boys are on the line of scrimmage.
Oh yeah, they're ready.
Yeah, let's make sure.
They're ready.
All right,
They're ready.
I
They're
appreciate
ready.
the hell out of you guys for stopping by. Good luck. Wink. I got a chance to hang out with you at the Pro Bowl, but like from afar, watching what you do and how you handle your shit, we've always been massive fans of yours. So congrats on another spot.
Appreciate you, bro.
And Coach, what a legendary run last year, being able to rally and motivate. I'm happy the right decision was made. You're the head coach now. Good luck the rest of the way. We appreciate you guys.
I got one last thing.
Go ahead.
Connor, you have a sweet Kentucky mud flap.
Oh, wow.
I went with the executive mud flap, but that mud flap is
Hey, he's got a little flow here, Connor. Turn that thing out. Yeah, he's got a little flow.
Wow. Curls out the back, Coach.
Yeah, it's the executive
Out
one.
the back.
It's executive. He's coach, Michigan man. Michigan man. We got
of
a
course. That is incredible. Thank you so much. I'll keep it going just for you. I might name it after you. This might be known as the Martindale going forward.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Ladies and gentlemen, NFL icon, Michigan, D.C., national champion head coach for Michigan Wolverines, Wink Martindale, Sherome Moore. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.